Mike 40.
Come on, D. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Zoom, fellas, let's go.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
51 the mic, boy. 51. Go, tackle. Let's go. We got it. 51 the mic. 51 the mic. Let's go, defense. Hey, high 7. Let's go. 50.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And an alley to run. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Chiefs' offense are not set to begin this drive. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
43, 15.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. 1st quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now the forward Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off the play fake, Lawrence. His throw incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Yes. On your team. Hard. Snap.
Off play action. Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 22, Mahomes. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Johnson running right. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
On 2nd down, Milton. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 17-0 our score after 1.
43, 15. Bravo! Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes looking deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll bite. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
Like the footwork back there. I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. On 2nd down, Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it's going to be 3rd down and forever. From the gun, Lawrence, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Hey, 15.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
I'm coming for you. Mike 13. What's the curl? Mike 13, Mike. Yellow. He's coming. Check in.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Here we go. 13. Alpha. He's coming. Check in. You ain't going nowhere. Mike 13. Oh, here we go. Attack. Check the backer.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Looking for White on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Nick Chubb his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He's got a first down past the 30, as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. Back to throw now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Mahomes now to throw. Buying time to his left. He's hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now a play fake here on first down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, he's picked off just shy of midfield. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing, may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Caught. It's Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Yellow. 480. I 43. Strip that ball. I 57. Exit. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Throwaway and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Now Mahomes. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 25 yards that time. They come out here in the I. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Nick Chubb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot out to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
Come on, let's go. First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Sponge! No! Check 9. Check. Go on. Be grip.
On the ground, this is Johnson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Hey, check 20. Look at me. Go. Switch. Hey, rock it. Let's go.
Off the play fake, Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. That's complete to White. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will get the lead up to 14. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Go!
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Lawrence. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. A first down carry here for Johnson. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
18 Gator. Hey, high 7. 22, look, squeeze.
To throw on 2nd down. Lawrence over the middle, and it's incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Lawrence. Screen play. Johnson. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Looking to throw. Lawrence. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Johnson looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Off play action. Lawrence to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
On 4th down, Lawrence eluding the pressure right. He can run, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's got some space here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.